If you are already getting traffic from Pinterest and you are not sure how to take it one step further, then this video is for you. Okay, so in the last couple of months, I've been scaling a few different Pinterest accounts beyond 10k clicks a month. So I want to show you what works for me, and who knows, maybe these tips will help you to scale your traffic faster. But why should you even listen to some random Polish guy talking about Pinterest on YouTube? Well, let me show you the results first. Let's start with the Pinterest account number 1. As you can see, in May, I used to get around 300 clicks per day, but yesterday it was actually over 2000 clicks per day. So it's massive growth in just 3 months. Pinterest account number 2. As you can see, this account used to get even less traffic. In May, it used to be 80 clicks, 141, 107. So obviously it was not a lot, but yesterday, well, 2000 outbound clicks. And the reason why it all started growing very rapidly is actually very simple. I started producing much more content than before. Now this is the last case study. This is one of my biggest and oldest Pinterest accounts, and as you can see, last year in May I used to get only a few clicks per day. Then during the fall everything started growing because I started using pin clicks and adding way more pins and content, and since then the traffic is pretty steady, around 2000 outbound clicks every single day. I also created account number 4 a week ago or something like that, but it's not getting any traction yet, but I'm gonna record videos about this new account as well. Before I talk about the tips, I want to invite you to my private community called Pin Lions. If you want to get access to all of my prompts, all of the templates, all of the custom tools that I created for myself and for members of the community, join the Pin Lions, the link is in the description. You can connect with Pinterest marketers and niche site owners from all around the world, and you can get one-on-one DM support from me. So if you have any kind of questions, if you want me to have a look on your site and on your Pinterest account, well, you can do it inside of the community. I created this community for people who are actually serious about Pinterest. So if you are not serious, don't even bother. But if you are serious about growing on Pinterest, if you want to learn more about this platform, well, this community is for you. Okay, tip number 1 is that you definitely have to increase your volume. If you are not growing anymore, it might be because you are not pinning enough. And I know that a lot of people stop at 10 or 15 pins a day. You may think that it's enough, but actually it's not, because once you start hitting 30 or 35 pins per day, well, things can change. And I get it, it seems like a lot of work, especially if you are managing a few different accounts, but trust me, it's possible, especially if you are using AI to create pins. Personally, I'm using Ideogram AI to create pins, and I actually schedule everything manually using the native scheduler on Pinterest. And I know that the fact that I'm not using automations for publishing pins may be surprising for quite a lot of viewers of my channel, but here's why I do it manually. Well, I've heard a lot of stories that some accounts get shadow banned or banned because of aggressive automations. Obviously, I'm not saying that automations or scheduling tools are bad, but if Pinterest sees that everything is automated, well, sometimes they just don't love it. So that's why I use the built-in scheduler. I want to keep it clean and it works, and as long as it works, I am happy. Tip number 2 is that you have to create more content, because Pinterest absolutely loves fresh URLs. It's just how Pinterest works right now, and they prioritize fresh content. So as an example, let's say that you have 200 articles right now on your site, which is great, but how would your growth look if you would have 400 or 600 blog posts? The way I see it is that every new article gives you more pins, more URLs to post, and more chances to be discovered. You are targeting more keywords, which is awesome, and it helps you avoid repeating the same URLs over and over, which Pinterest doesn't really like either. I know it takes time to create more content, especially if you want this content to be high quality, but this is probably the best way to actually scale your account, because you are simply going to target more keywords. Now, if you don't know what to write about, you can definitely think about expanding into other sub-niches. So let's say that you have a blog about hamsters, okay? That's awesome, but it's limited, right? Because not everyone wants to have a hamster. So there's only so much hamster content that you can actually create. So why wouldn't you add sections about rabbits, guinea pigs, maybe small pet care in general? Now you've got more keywords to target, you've got more content ideas and a much bigger audience. And this one shift can help you scale a ton without abandoning your main focus. So this is very important, and you can actually do it in a lot of different niches. So even if you have a food blog or home decor blog, well, you can definitely think about adding new sections to your site. Another thing that you can do is to actually make your pins look better, because it's super important to create pins that people actually want to click on. And here you can see an example of a pin that I would personally add to one of my accounts. As you can see, very eye-catching, very easy to read, looks very nice. Overall, the quality is just great. Because in the end, if your pins look low effort, or if the text is hard to read, or if it screams AI generated in a bad way, well, people won't click. So I suggest you to take a minute to scroll through your pins and just be honest with yourself. Would you actually click on your pins? Because if not, then it might be time to refresh your templates, your designs, update your fonts, or just simplify the layouts. Because as you can see, it's nothing complicated, no fancy font, it just looks nice and clean in general. And I want to show you more examples of pins that I would personally add to my accounts. This is for a travel blog, this is for guinea pigs, this is for a food blog. As you can see, simple fonts which are very big and easy to read. You can already see that I like to use big fonts on my images, and the reason is very simple. I want to make my pins eye-catching, because in the end, people are usually scrolling on their phones. If you have an image and just a small font in the middle, well, it's not really convincing. So remember, big fonts are the way to go. Trust me, and you will see that your CTR is going to get higher if you focus on creating pins just like these ones created with Ideogram AI. The last tip that I want to give you today is that you can steal your competitors' keywords, and you can do it legally. I made a full video on this already. It's called How to Spy on Your Competitors on Pinterest. And inside of the video, I show you exactly how to use PinClicks, which is a paid tool, to find what keywords other successful accounts are actually using and ranking for. So this strategy is very simple. You just use PinClicks to see what's working for other people. Then you use those keywords to build your own content plan, and you write your own articles. It's super effective because you are targeting keywords that are already proven to work. And I also shared a free ChatGPT prompt inside of that video, so if you want to check it out, just go and watch the video. Okay, so here's a quick recap. If you want to scale past 10,000 clicks per month, you need to pin more, you need to create more content, and you need to branch out into related topics and optimize your pins and make them look as best as you can. And as an example, if you have a food blog and you notice that your blueberry desserts are getting the most clicks, well, just create more content about blueberry desserts. At the same time, if you have a home decor blog and you notice that the boho decor ideas are getting most traction, well, obviously create more content about boho decor ideas. Because if you are already getting some clicks from Pinterest, you already kind of know what's working, and you just need to use that data to create more content and create more pins to actually scale your account. And of course, if you want to get access to the exact tools, templates, prompts, and workflows that I'm using on a daily basis, join the Pin Lions community. The link is in the description. I am in there every day helping members grow, sharing what's working, and giving feedback when you need it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this quick video was helpful, and if it was, consider subscribing to this channel. See you next time.